Settlement on tropical shade. Settlements means where people are living, whether village, towns, whatever it is. It is dependent upon the ability of water, railways, hospital, police station, administrative buildings, and rest other others nearby. Settlements grow over a period of time. Settlement is also if the facilities that I have told is available, then settlement will be good in that places. If those things are not properly available, then people will not prefer living there in a good amount of few people will be living. Also, settlements are dependent on various other factors like what type of land, what type of water supply is there, what type of water quality is there, whether the water is good for drinking, cultivation, etc. The climate, whether it is hot, cold, or moderate type of climate, if there is any job available nearby, and other opportunities are there. Settlements that are of two types, permanent and temporary. Permanent are those who stay there for a long period of time or they settle there. Where a temporary are who occupy building and or that are built and occupied for a short period of time. Permanent settlements are the houses that are built permanently and in a course of time they make different developments too. Occupation. What is occupation? Occupation means work that are directly people are doing any work that is known as occupation. For instance, our parents goes to work, so there is whatever work they are doing, it is their occupation. This also have a direct impact on the topographical map. The type of settlements in the region as well as the way in which the local people use the land can give us an idea in the regard of the occupation. Some common ways by which local inhabitants use their land, like agriculture. It is a common thing that as the people in India are farmers and cultivators. Mining. There are some places where minings are done. Indication of minings and quarries, especially marble and stone quarries are been found out. Fishing. The people living near rivers or coastal areas, they are obviously doing works regarding to fishing. Manufacturing. Large settlements like in towns will indicate in the presence of factories and hence manufacturing will be the main occupation. Trading. A large settlement with many cart tracks, roads, railways, lines covering will indicate that the town is a marked town with excess of trade and commerce. These are some of the symbols which can be used in tropo sheets. Next is transport and communication. In a topographical sheet or map, one can notice many different lines verifying the width running all across it. There are also some black lines that go across the map. These lines are symbols and roadways and railway tracks. These lines indicate the type of communication present in the area. They also reflect the various modes of transport that are being used in those areas. For instance, in hilly areas, big transports cannot be used. So these are all shown there. Land use also in maps, land use are preferred. What type of area is it? What type of cultivation is done? The relief of the land also is determined by the type of activity that takes place near this. For instance, hill areas, mountains, plateaus, where the slope of the land is generally steep. Then that lands are used for grazing, sheep and goats. Lands which are covered with forest facilities economic activities like harvesting, lumbering, etc. Terrace farming is also undertaken in hilly slopes to grow crops like rice, barley, tea. Various agricultural activities also occur in the lowlands because cultivation of crops is easier on the flat surface than on the sloping surfaces. Because in a flat surface you can work easily, while in the slope it is not so easy to do your farming. The chapter is over.